Hello, welcome back to the podcast. Today we are diving into three of the most profound forces that shape our lives: karma, destiny, and free will. Words you've probably heard a trillion times. But do we really understand how they work together? Or better yet, who is in charge when it comes to our life's path? Let's unpack this in a way that blends ancient wisdom and practical understanding of our everyday reality. First, let's understand karma. What is karma? Karma is the law of alignment. In Sanskrit, karma really means action. That's it. Over time, karma has been painted with a negative brush, as if it's a punishment or a cosmic revenge. But in truth, karma is just action and it's neutral. Here is the deeper truth: karma becomes good when your actions are aligned to your true self, your authentic vibration. When your actions are out of alignment, that's what people call bad karma. But it's not really bad, it's simply misaligned. And misalignment naturally creates experiences that nudge you back toward balance. Every action you take in thought, in word, or deed creates ripples. That's the law of physics, right? Now, that ripple comes back not as a moral judgment, but as a natural law of cause and effect. Those ripples shape your experience and they show up in the relationships you have and the opportunities that arise and even the challenges you face. Think of karma like planting seeds. The kind of seed you plant determines the fruit you get. Isn't that simple? Now, mango seeds don't grow into apple trees. Your actions are those seeds. So your karma is nothing but action, which are those seeds. Karma is less about punishment and more about alignment. When you are aligned with your true nature, which is compassionate, loving, wise, the actions you take naturally lead to harmony. When you're out of alignment, life reflects that back, nudging you to realign. And when nudge doesn't work, it starts shouting. And when shouting doesn't work, then you get a bang on your head. And we think karma is punishment with that bang on your head. So if your life today is the harvest of seeds you planted yesterday, what seeds are you planting right now for your tomorrow? Speaking in a linear fashion. What actions or choices in your life feel most aligned with who you really are? And what feel off kilter? Once you become aware of this misalignment in your actions, in your relationships, you neutralize the imbalance. That's the real work of karma, creating that awareness in you and not paying debts, but coming back to alignment. Let's explore destiny, another interesting topic. What's destiny? Destiny, I would say, is your life theme you chose or the map you start with for this life. If karma is the action, destiny is your starting blueprint. Destiny isn't really a rigid script. It's more like the theme you chose to explore in this lifetime from another level, from your soul's level. You picked certain themes before you arrived here in a physical form. You can think of destiny as a map you're given at birth, shaped by your past karmic patterns, your action patterns, your soul's chosen lessons, etc. Those themes shape the kinds of life experiences you have in this lifetime, which includes your challenges and blessings. So think of destiny as a blueprint or the rules of a game that you chose to play here. If you choose to play chess, you cannot go by the rules of snake and ladder game, isn't it? So maybe someone else that you know is playing snake and ladder and you want those rules. No, so you cannot ask for those rules in your game of chess. Similarly, you can't change the theme until you've completed the lessons and exploration for this life's blueprint. Once you do, you can shift into a new one or explore other parts. And many of us do stay with the same theme through our life. But once you have completed, you certainly can shift into a new one and explore other parts, and you can choose another game if you want in the same lifetime. So, destiny sets the terrain, the planet you chose to incarnate, which is the earth, then the family you're born into, your body, your culture, your challenges and opportunities that show up. But here's a catch: the terrain isn't the journey. It defines the syllabus for your learning. That's your curriculum. Okay. Destiny is not fixed like a script you cannot change. It's more like a syllabus of a course. The topics are set, but how you learn them, whether you want to do a group study or an individual study, you learn during the day, sleep at night, or you sleep through the day and you learn at night, the pace with which you want to learn or the depth that you want to go into, all that is up to you. So here is where it gets really exciting. I'm talking about free will. Okay. So free will, I call that as your steering wheel or the experience maker. If destiny is the theme, free will is the lens. How you experience your life theme is entirely up to you. That means suffering is optional. Free will is the conscious choice you have in every single moment. It's the ability to respond rather than react. Your choice of perspective is your free will. Destiny is just the board, the settings, the rules of the game. But how you make your moves, what choices you make, whether you want to move the pawn or the horse on the chessboard, all that is up to you. And how long do you want to play also is up to you. So it's still you, through your free will, who chooses how to walk this terrain called destiny. You still choose the route, and along the route, you can jump, you can walk, you can run, you can ride an expensive car, right? So you still play the game the way you want. Think about it. Two people can go through the exact same hardship. One emerges bitter, the other emerges wiser and compassionate. The difference isn't destiny, it's the choices that one makes. So, your free will is like the steering wheel of a car. Destiny is your roadmap. Karma is the fuel you've built up from your past actions, which may be aligned, may be misaligned. And you're the driver. So, free will and destiny also merge when we talk about surrender. You might have heard about surrendering to life. Surrendering to really what? What do we mean by surrendering to life? Surrendering doesn't mean giving up, it means accepting the vibrational state of your chosen theme and trusting that life is unfolding for your benefit, even if it doesn't match your preferences or your wants in the moment. Surrendering is choosing to go with the flow when your physical mind cannot unfathom what's unfolding for you. So, when you surrender and engage with the theme positively, you're not a passive passenger. You are the driver and you choose to navigate with trust and alignment. Let's see how they work together. So, here is what I call the dance among all the three. Karma sets the patterns through your actions, aligned or misaligned. Destiny sets the theme and terrain. Free will decides your performance in the whole game. It shapes the quality of your experience and your ability to transform patterns. You can't change where the sunrise happens, but you can certainly choose whether to wake up early to see it. You cannot always control the storm, but you can learn to sail better or even use the wind for your advantage. So when you stay in a positive state, one of trust and acceptance, you can clearly see where misalignment exists and use it to your advantage for your learning. But when you stay in a negative state, you feel blocked, trapped, and resentful, and the lessons become harder to transmute. So the power lies in the moment to shift perspectives, to realign action, and to consciously choose how you will engage with the theme you're living. How do we practically integrate all that we just discussed? How do you work with these three forces? One, notice alignment. Pay attention to when your actions feel off. That's a signal of misalignment with your true self. Notice the quality of your thoughts, your words, and actions. They are seeds. That's awareness of your karma or your misaligned actions. Second, honor your theme. See your life circumstances as part of your chosen blueprint and ask yourself, what lesson is here for me every time you feel stuck? Practice surrender. Trust your theme's unfolding, even when it's uncomfortable. Activate free will. Choose perspectives and actions that align with your highest vibration. Practice making conscious choices, even small ones, that align with your values and your highest vision of yourself. Karma, destiny, and free will aren't separate. They are the three threads woven into the fabric of our lives. You may not control the entire pattern, but you always hold the needle for the next stitch. So ask yourself right now, am I planting aligned seeds? Am I honoring my life's theme? Am I using my free will to create the most expansive experience possible? Because in the end, your life is less about the hand you were dealt, it's more about how you chose to play this game. Thank you for listening. Until next time, keep aligning your actions with your true self. Honor the theme you are here to explore and play this wonderful game that you've chosen. And remember, you are always holding the wheel.